Welcome, everyone, to Davos Fingers' epic roast of Stannis Baratheon. Matt and I are thrilled to bring you this unique afternoon of fun in the fandom, brought to you by members of the fandom. But we thought we'd get started with a little background on the Manus himself first.
You know, everyone, Stannis Baratheon was born into privilege, the second son of Cassana Estermont and the Lord of Storm's End, Steffon Baratheon. He was the classic middle child, meaning he got all the hand-me-downs and none of the attention. His older brother, Robert, was captain of the football team. And I don't know if you knew this, but he once emptied a whole keg while standing on his head. His brother, Renly, on the other hand, was the head cheerleader. And he once emptied a whole football team also while standing on his head.
Sandwiched between these two pillars of social mastery, Stannis was himself described as solemn, joyless, and often alone. Those same words would also later be used to describe his sex life.
But we shouldn't dwell on Stannis' past, guys. Perhaps we should focus more on how his troubled youth helped him grow into the man that he became, a wannabe king, a jealous schmuck, an absent husband, an awful friend, and who most kids would describe as a father instead of a dad.
Though I look out and I see that we have several of the best and worst of the fandom with us today, our focus today is to look not on the well-to-do onlookers, nor at the gutter rat bowl of brown eaters in the fandom, but instead at a true sign of, well, if his family history is any indication, a sign of brain-dead, axe-wielding misogyny.
Yeah. But, come on, Scad. That's not super fair to Stannis. A man that never went to the front lines, never wielded a weapon. He preferred to stand on the furthermost boat from the fray. A man who was anything but brain dead. He only took a decade to figure out his nephews weren't his nephews. And, of course, who is far from a misogynist. To be a misogynist, you have to favor, well, anyone at all.
Okay. We've taken this far enough, Matt. Let's leave the rest of the roasting to our esteemed.
We should.
To kick things off today here, we have a huge fan of Sandor Clegane. Her family name may be Smallwood, but her roasts would burn a large wood. Am I right? Take it away, Kara.
Members of the court, I am so honored and so thrilled to be here today to honor the one true king of Westeros, his little brother, Stannis Baratheon. Grace, I kid. We're all here to honor our king, and today is a roast. Mel, I know you can get behind some burns for a good cause. Cheers. But at the end of the day, it's because we love you. And it got me thinking about how unfair it is, Stannis has the stuff of kings. What did his brothers have that he didn't have? Well, the ladies loved Robert's handsome face and big arms, and the men loved Renly's handsome face and big peach, but Stannis has two things that those guys never had: honor and pragmatism. Yeah. That wasn't one of the jokes.
Why are you laughing? She's right.
Story from Stannis' boyhood about the hawk he loved so much, but had to let go of because it couldn't serve its purpose anymore. What was that hawk's name? Crescent? Anyway. It's all about laughter. Let's have some fun. God, does Stannis need it? You see the way he stank, clammy, cold, and depressing. But enough about his sex life. Let's give a hand to Lady Felice. Lady Felice, Stannis might not show a lot of passion, but he supports the hell out of his wife's passion. I heard Felice turn to R'hllor because she heard his voice himself. Heard the voice of God through the flames. Wow. And it's not surprising. Have you seen those ears? No offense, Your Grace, but you could probably hear the drowned God from the Red Comet. Hey, I'm just kidding. Celise is a great lady and a great mom. And Melisandre's a good role model too. They may not be really close yet, but I know one day Shireen will just light up when Mel isn't here. Stannis, I'm crying because I love you so much. Good luck in the upcoming battles and the fight against the others. We all love you. And we're going to miss the hell out of you. That's it.
Woo! Love it. Wow.
That
Wow.
was great.
Oh my goodness. You know what? You know, Scad, I've got a son, right?
I do. Yeah.
Super into electronics, building things, electrical combinations.
Yeah. We're friends, Matt. I know this about you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're friends. We're friends. Well, my son's taken
Shots
it to
fired. Wow.
We've taken it to another level, though. He started building remote control things. Like lately, he built a Falcon. Falcon, it's more like a goshawk.
Goshawk? What does that even mean?
Well, it's basically a hawk. But I don't know why anyone would ever choose to use goshawk instead of hawk. But I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going, I guess.
Anyway, he can't get it over 50 feet high.
Matt, I think Kara just alluded to the same joke. She
she
just
did?
alluded to this. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Did your son name the mechanical abomination Proudwing?
How did you know that?
Well, mostly because I wrote this script. Like all of this. But the bird is doomed, though, Matt. It's doomed to fail, and Luke will turn from it and never build another. It will also serve as a reminder to him of all his failures and how he should never invest any time whatsoever in any pursuits with hopes of a payoff. No optimism. I say this as a friend. Please get him to stop this project.
I don't know. He really likes it. What if we just change the name to I don't know, Weak Wing or something like that?
It might work. But you know who might have some advice on this? Our next roaster has a suggestion for Stannis' Proudwing, if not your mechanical abomination. Jess would like to shout out the Friends of the Feathered and Furry Wildlife Center. This group has been treating everything from bears to deer and even migratory birds, not unlike Proudwing, for decades. So if you have a few bucks to spare, please give them a donation.
That's Friends of the Feathered and Furry Wildlife Center.
That's right.
Yep, do it for Jess, who uses her online handle to remind people that the character's name is Asha, not Yara. Not all people wear capes. Not all heroes wear capes. Jess, what have you got for Stannis today?
Well, thank you, Matt and Scad. I am a public servant in real life, and so I'm happy to provide the public service of reminding everyone that her name is Asha. So we've got Stannis in the hot seat tonight. That's ironic, because he burns people alive. I'm kidding. We all know Stannis is the one true king of Westeros, legally, which isn't quite the same thing as being king actually. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll get there, Stanny. Speaking of immaculately dressed emulators, I see Melisandre is in the audience here tonight. Isn't she lovely, folks? I heard that she really used to burn through relationships. So before the show, I asked about some of the men that she knew before Stannis. She called them her old flames. I wondered where they were today, and she told me it was better not to ash.
That's terrible.
That reminds me of an old Westerosi quote I heard once. It goes, "Behind every strong man is an insane woman who wants to burn people alive."
Have one of those.
Davos is here tonight as well. What a loyal guy. Is your wife here with you, Davos? No? Well, loyal to some people, I guess. Davos, you've given your loyalty, time, sons' lives, and even fingers in service of your king. Is spending time with Mrs. Seaworth really that bad?
Apparently.
Donald Noy said that Stannis is like iron, strong but brittle. He obviously wasn't talking about his teeth. The fact that Stannis hasn't broken a tooth yet really speaks to the superior quality of Westerosi dentists. Master Coleman, more like Master Colgate, am I right?
Oh, gosh.
Seriously, if Stannis' butt cheeks are clenched half as tight as his jaw, it's a miracle he has ever taken a shit. I can't say too much. I clench my teeth too. I have a lot of weird dreams about my teeth getting loose or falling out. But we all know what Stannis is dreaming about. His brother's peach. I mean, the peach you can eat. Oh my God, the fruit, you guys. Wow. I'm out of here. That's my time. Thank you very much. And please, if you have money, donate to Friends of the Furry and Feather. They're a great organization. The only place that you can rehab black bear in New York State. So they help me out a lot in my job every day.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Very well done, Jess. Very well done. Went all in on Stannis and Davos. That was great. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free.
Song takes on a whole new meaning for you, doesn't it now, Matt?
No, not at all. Not after that.
Not to Stannis either. A peach is a peach to him. Good for satisfying hunger, not other tastes or needs or desires.
Okay, moving on. I know we usually love our tangents here at Davos Fingers, but we got to keep this on Stannis. The man who never had a failed military excursion, though he did have to be rescued with onions to avoid starving to death.
Yeah, man, I heard he ate kids.
Ugh, no way.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Okay, but up north he routed like a huge army.
Of starvelings with no armor.
He had a great naval victory that one time.
Over Victorian. Even the crazy, dumb, possessed monkeys aboard his ship know an idiot that guy is.
Yeah, we have to occasionally say something nice about Stannis just to like move this thing along, you know?
No, we don't. Leave that to our guests. Speaking of which, our next guest is a personal favorite, longtime blood rider and general anarchist. Asha Queen is here to take down her current captor. Perhaps she thinks if she roasts him hard enough here, he won't roast her as a captive when the winds of winter blow. Take it away, Asha.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for having me, you guys. Really appreciate
Thanks for
it.
being here.
Really awesome to be here.
Anytime.
I really do like just, elephant in the room. As Asha, I need to praise the one true queen, sorry. Asha, not Yara. I am but a pale copy of, wait. Didn't someone say that about you, Stannis? Oh, no, they said that about the brother they wanted to book. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Yeah. It's good we didn't want everyone to stay muted. I noted you said, feels weird to tell jokes to silence. I guess you would know. Probably a pretty good note. I thank you for that. You guys like my cup?
Love it. That's awesome.
I took it off like the lustiest wench you'd ever meet. Scad, your mom says hi. But honestly, fandom owes a lot to you guys. You give us Song of Madness every single month. Like, we're so grateful for that. Really are. I mean, I know it's a lot of misery for us as your fans, but we understand that you need to take that month to draw the power. That's like the 1 month a year you can sexually please your wives. So we'll give you that just the once. So Stannis, who we're here to really talk about. Let's go. I don't know what it says about you, and the smartest thing you've ever done is hire a dude that can't read or write to be your first in command, but it was a good move. Tell me, did your hairline recede as quickly as your manpower after the battle on the Blackwater? Because seems like a lot. Did your wife look that pissed all the time because you tried the Lord's kiss and your jaw clenched? Really upset now all the time. And I'm sorry, but when you are so fucking unattractive that your kid gets grayscale just to take like the attention off of her ears and it's an improvement, no. No wonder it's only shadow babies for you, sir. I tell you. When do you think it's going to hit you that you burned her? When you wake up on Father's Day and you're like, oh shit, no gifts. Maybe next time you'll wait. Maybe next time you'll wait. Man, even the sperm, too uptight to hit the egg. They'll shatter before they fertilize. As we all know. My brother liked the making of children well enough. Well, we know why you don't now. Oh, We must do our duty. Top 10 things Stannis said on his wedding night. Stop clutching at me, woman. Top 10 things Stannis said on his wedding night. Faux show. Lyanna Mormont, sorry, burn. That's her name. 1,300 men and 300 at Storm's End. No fleet, no coin, no prospect of plunder or glory to lure free riders to your cause. You've still got 1,600 men to follow you, so it's good to know that if the kinging doesn't work out, you could probably recruit for that high school football team that's fake. They like those numbers, and the business model is the same. All promises, no food, and in the end, you get fucking burned. And I think that's the shots I'll take at Stannis tonight. I really thank you guys.
Wow. Wow. That was intense. And I knew we wouldn't get out of here without a less/fewer joke, right?
Fewer joke. My hope is for him to have less/fewer fans after this.
He's well on his way. I mean, I hope there would be less of those jokes.
Fewer.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Scad, let me ask, moving on. Do you think Stannis knows that we all loathe him? He's got to know, right?
No, I don't think so. You know how Cyclops doesn't understand that everyone hates him? He thinks he's just the likable, good leader guy. I think Stannis is kind of like Cyclops.
So he's good, but completely unlikable.
Yes, that exactly. Next, we have a pair of friends of ours, friends of each other, perhaps best known as Sanrixian and Aegon No, which I like to say with the long Vader-y sound.
Aegon No!
Yes, that exactly. They're here to do something together. It's quite modern what they do. And it may feel a little strange at first, but I think if you're open, then you might enjoy it.
A storm just started.
Of course it did. Of course a storm just started when we were getting ready to record this. All right, let's go again. This is the roast of Stannis Baratheon by the Sanry Scribbles crew.
Hi, friends.
Hi, friends. Stannis' army has more ugly men in it than at Comic-Con.
Stannis, so many people came out here tonight to make fun of you. You shouldn't worry, though. None of them could possibly throw more shade than Melisandre's Lady Bits.
Melisandre's pussy has had so much shade in it that her lips turn blue. The night ain't the only thing that's dark and full of terrors, ain't that right, Mel?
You'd have to be Azor a high off your ass to think that this man is the prince that was promised.
Stannis, even your hairline abandoned your cause.
Stannis, if we're honoring you, that must mean that Robert and Renly are both dead, right?
Yep.
This is such a special night for you, Stannis. Your daughter must be so proud of her father. Patch face.
Lisa had to fuck you. I'd be giving patch face mustache rides after that, too.
Robert Baratheon is here. Oh, wait, sorry. That's the Castle Rock sea cow.
All these scheming shits in the audience, and Davos Seaworth has done the most jail time?
Stannis is a true son of Storm's Ends. You can tell he's a rebel leader with no fucking idea of how to actually rule a kingdom.
Stannis, you look like Robert Skeleton.
Stannis, you look like Renly's ghost.
Stannis, you look like Rogar's dick after he went through those 4 Lysani sex workers.
Stannis, man, you're hard to roast. You're so noble. I just want to please you. I just want to take you back to my bedchamber, unclench your jaw, and slaughter a priest for you.
Stannis, you're this generation's Aegon the Uncrowned. Hopefully.
Stannis, the only person you will ever make happy is the Northman who will light your pyre. Things we think would send Stanny B into a coma. Lowry seasoning salt.
Leggings.
The concept of a burrito.
TikTok.
The peach emoji.
Rogaine.
A light bulb.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
A double down from KFC.
Primarily.
Simple lovers.
A street magician.
The TV show Succession.
Therapy.
Amoxicillin.
A stomp concert.
Being a participant on Masked Singer.
Apple Pay.
Sorry. Just Stannis like trying to use a Apple Watch to like pay for something. I have tears in my eyes.
Panic.
The Hot Ones Challenge.
Yeah.
Hair plugs.
A Crunchwrap Supreme.
That wink.
Big Mouth Billy Bass.
You would break so many. Motivational office posters.
California.
Reddit.com.
Bumper boats.
YouTube videos of swimming under the ice.
The tiny windmill at miniature golf.
A sleepover.
A child on a plane making eye contact with him the whole flight.
The concept of a plane.
Rogaine. Again.
That's why you're storms.
Fighting the rain. Fucking Stannis at Storm's End got pissed.
All right, he's very angry because of what we're doing. Let's just get through this. For those of you who don't know, Egg is cursed by the storm gods of Florida, so every single time we're live or we try to go live, something's going on.
And that was pretty great. I got to be honest. I didn't know what half of those things were.
That tracks. You are old.
Yes.
You don't know what Rogaine is, Scad? You don't know what a plane is? Surely you've been on a plane.
You're asking these
Look at
luscious
those
locks if I
locks.
know
Yeah,
what
look at those
Rogaine
things.
is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Please.
It's okay. It's okay,
Like
Scad. You know.
a Crunchwrap Supreme. Surely you've been to a Taco Bell.
Oh my goodness.
can't.
She gave me all the Rogaine ones, and I was like, "You got to take some of these." off my
Unintentionally.
hands. It sounds like I'm making fun of people.
Oh, Crunchwrap Supreme, so good coming in, so bad leaving. But it's okay, Scad. The stuff that you didn't get, I'll explain it to you after, just like we do after every Davos Fingers episode when you forget to take your pills and things like that. So.
We're recording this, man. That was you. Thank you for doing that. You complete me. I appreciate it.
Oh, that's nice of you. Sure, no problem, man. But to complete this roast, we have one final roaster. We really had to seek this guy out to get him to participate because he's got a pretty busy work schedule right now. I mean, we really had to run him down. It was a real chase sequence.
You're working way too hard for this joke.
Gosh. Chase, take it away.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Scad and Matt here, the Bert and Ernie of the online ASOIAF community. Best buds that, as far as we all know, live together and somehow confuse us with their sexuality. Asha Greyjoy. Lizzie's here. Great. Cool. Where's the dog? I want Baggins. That's why I'm here. Give me the dog. Let's see who else. The semi-famous Sanrixian here, and with her as always Garth. I mean Aegon. No, I mean Hexagon. I mean I guess
Young Griff.
look, everyone. a raven came. Looks like I got something here. Let's see. Oh, it's an unsolicited cock drawing from Doc John. Rendering. Thank you, John. We miss you, bud.
But it has the right size paper.
So, defending the man is Frank Bum, everybody. That, if you didn't know, is also the name of my favorite sex worker at my least favorite Lycini pillow house. You know what? I love to we get to make fun of these characters. It's really exciting. So I want to thank George Martin for making the exciting characters that are like so easy to trash. And I just want to say it took Tolstoy 6 years to write War and Peace. That's all I'm saying. There's I think maybe some Starks in the audience. Hey, Arya, why the long face? Oh, hey, look, everybody. Jon Snow. It kind of boggles my mind. You know, he's got the only good sex scene in the whole series, and all that Lord's kissing, and the guy still has a frown on his face. Seriously, bud. It's a roast. Smile. We're all laughing. Just by the way, are the carpet kissed by fire like the drapes? Or I'm sorry, that's a terrible joke. I hate it. Let's change gears here. Who else? Where's Tywin Lannister, you old mutton chop having son of a bitch? Where are you? Oh wait, he's he's dead. I had a whole thing about like whether golden poop smells like money, but it's just not gonna work anymore. He goes all of my poop jokes for the night, actually. But his son Jamie is here. Give him a hand, everyone. Let's see. Is that he actually, I guess he does have a new hand there. It's golden. Oh wait, actually, quick, Tyrion, smell it. Tell me if it smells like your dad's crack. It's not a short joke, I promise. But I mean, if anyone would know, it's you. You got a little brown right here, son. I thought I wasn't going to get to do the poop jokes. So you guys might not know this, but a lot of people think that Tyrion actually killed Tywin because Daddy didn't love me enough, and those people are Tyrion and Tywin. They're right. So speaking of killing your family, the man of the hour, Stannis Baratheon. How are you? How's your brother? How's your kids? I've heard your story has been compared to Aegon the Conqueror, you know, minus the dragons, the army, the charm, the charisma, the hair of the gold, the siblings who love him. I'll tell you what. If you, sir, are Azor Ahai, I've got a fat 12-inch pink mask I'd like to show you. That's about 6 inches. I believe that's what my wife says anyways. So like twice that. Here's an impression. I'm a big dumb bald baby. It's mine by rights. Guess who I am? Stannis. He's the only guy who makes Jon Snow seem fun at parties. And Stannis is, you know, he's such a cool dad. Let a daughter start smoking at like 10. You want to see another impression? Here's my impression of Stannis taking his daughter outside to play. I got to be careful with that. You know, if I blow too hard and it catches Celine's ear, she's off like Dumbo. Well, Stannis, it's getting late. It's time to blow out your daughter and get some rest. You got a big day of never being king tomorrow. Thank you all. Good night. Don Rickles and Dean Martin thought I was funny. Check it out.
Oh my gosh. I mean, really. I mean, really. I mean, Stannis will never be king, right? So,
Yeah, never. I mean, not really.
yeah,
Not
like
really king.
not actually, not recognized. Yeah.
Except by Davos.
Yeah, I mean, but what is one good man's opinion against those of a kingdom?
Everything.
Okay, well, we'll see. Here is one man to stem the tide of roasters. Welcome to, Stannis is here tonight, but of course he's not up here. So representing Stannis in the roasting pit is our good friend Frank. He's going to defend his crush. I mean, king, right? Yeah.
How very like Stannis to send someone else to fight this battle for him.
Take it away, Frank.
Thank you all, traitors, usurpers, degenerates, and my friends. It's an honor to be here representing King Stannis. He is king, as Martin calls him. You Philistines, you guys read the books worse than D&D. I swear to God. I mean, to start off with, I'm amazed Sandor, of all people, showed up to a roast of any kind. I mean, there's the obvious flames jokes. Then again, the only thing that can overcome Sandor's fear of the flames is killing kids. He got hard killing Micah. I shouldn't mention that with this many Sandor fans around. I mean, because really, the only thing that arouses Sandor fans more than imagining his George Foreman grill stamped dick is making excuses for that child murder. Not that there's anything. We've got a Dolores Ed fan in the fan, and we really shouldn't make fun of the Night's Watch and the fine soldiers of the Night Watch. They've had a rough go these past few books. They lost Benjen, they lost Jorah Mormont, they lost Jon Snow, and even worse, they kept Dolores Ed. Jon isn't here, but big Vic fan, him. Vic and Jon not showing up in a crucial moment, but just call this the Battle of Fair Isle. Being a character in A Song of Ice and Fire with a less fucked up relationship to his brothers than Stannis, and yeah, Vic may at least get laid more than Stannis, but I think everyone here would take celibacy over what Vic has going on with the Dusky Woman. I mean, shit. Stannis may be asexual or even worse, just awkward as hell, but there's nothing more awkward than plowing your own brother warged into a woman without a tongue. I mean, when Stannis fucks his brother with magic, at least that brother died. We have two Asha fans here at this roast. And, if you had two Ashas, you would finally be able to have two brain cells to rub together. I'm going to pitch diplomacy to the Ironborn. I'm going to make a peace offer to the North. After an unprovoked invasion, tell them I want to keep some of their land after they start winning. And then I'm going to sit on my ass at Deepwood with no other plan. I could have become a sexy pirate queen, but no, I was sitting on my ass was the best I could do. It takes a lot to have dumb plans when you're judging them on the Ironborn's curve, but let no one say Asha didn't try. Okay, I want to back up about I absolutely do not blame Asha and the Ironborn for invading the North. They don't have much resources on the Iron Lines, not many farms or livestock. Hell, I heard Quarrel the Maid got drunk after his little consensual non-consent roleplay with Asha and stumbled back into the bedchamber with a sheep under his arm. And he says to the sheep, "This is the pig I've been fucking." Asha sits up and says, "Fucking idiot, that's a sheep." Carl shouts, "Shut the fuck up, I was talking to the sheep." Young Griff. I mean, what can we say about that guy? The kid's had a rough life. Everything's fake. He's told he must rule. He's groomed, but not in the usual way John Conn grooms, and manipulated by Tyrion Ball. But don't worry, Griff. I'm sure any moment now, opportunity will knock on your door. It'll then ask you for directions to John and Danny's house, and they'll be having sex without you. Darkstar, he's of the night. He's here. I mean, he's of the night because he puts everyone to fucking sleep. I haven't seen a tryhard this pathetic since I tried to get a handy for my junior prom date. But at least she walked away unscathed, which is more than we could say for Marcella. And And now our gracious hosts. Matt loves Eddard Stark and is meh on Stannis. Real original, Matt. Congratulations. You're 95% of Westeros. You're not special. Ned went down swinging in the throne room for Stannis, and Matt's still on the fence about him. He's almost as disappointing to Ned as Ned's own children. And Scad, a fan of Belwas. And you know what? I got nothing there. He fucking rules. But not as much as Stannis. Because that's what this is. This is all jealousy. Well, actually, jealousy is the fear of losing something you have to someone else, whereas envy is coveting what you don't have. We're going to be specific. This is a Stannis roast, literalism. So this is envy. Words mean things, and I remind you of the envy you have for Stannis, because Stannis has what none of your characters do or ever will. George R.R. Martin's love. George R.R. Martin doesn't love your character like he does Stannis, and just like roasting Shireen won't save Westeros or Stannis himself, roasting Stannis won't change that fact, and nothing ever will. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
As long as we keep in mind that George's favorite character is also Daemon Targaryen,
Daemon Targaryen.
we can take that point in stride.
I think we've established it's actually strong Belwas. There's nothing bad we can say about him.
Focus.
He's the only one to survive this roast.
Oh man, so far. I know I haven't. Well, here at the close then of this beautiful roast, I feel like we must acknowledge that perhaps we're making an easy target of the man whose victim mentality makes Winnie the Pooh's friend Eeyore say, dude, give it a rest. Who publicly bullies the elderly, and who grinds his teeth like Theon Greyjoy grinds his pillow.
Round.
But while we often focus on Donal Noye's comparison of Stannis to iron, that he is brittle, that he'll break before he bends, we sometimes underplay that Noye also describes iron as hard and strong. One might argue that not every part of Stannis is hard, but there's something undeniably admirable in a man who would rather eat rats than surrender a castle he was charged with holding.
A man who was constantly belittled and unappreciated by an older brother who he still served honorably and tirelessly. I mean, he played an instrumental role in winning a rebellion, putting down another rebellion, and even running a kingdom. I mean, this is a guy who couldn't tell a rattle shirt from a raider, but who was also the first on record to correctly deduce that there was no way his gorilla of a brother could sire such beautiful blonde children.
And when everyone else was fighting harder, smarter, and just, fucking playing better than he was, at least Stannis, above all, recognized the others as the only real enemy that matters. And they should try to save the kingdom in order to win the throne, and not the other way around.
Right. So, Stannis, you once said that kings have no friends, only subjects and enemies. And that may be true for actual kings. You have no friends because you're a dick. But also no subjects that desire your rule and no enemies that fear you more than they might a dormouse. But you're also iron. You're hard and strong. And you know what? That may just be exactly what the realm requires to find peace. Thank you, everybody. That is the roast of Stannis Baratheon.
Thank you, everyone.